the best female weightlifter in Kenya.
My goal is to be the best female weightlifter in Kenya.
Natasha is my daughter and we are best of friends. My name is Marcio Biro, I do weightlifting.
My name is Natasha Okoth and I also do weightlifting.
My elder brother was a weightlifter and I used to accompany him to the gym. It was in 1999. There were no women weightlifters, so they were asking ladies to come and join, and that's how I joined and never looked back.
I started weightlifting when I was 11 years old. I used to go with my mom to the gym whenever she was training.
At the gym we do many exercises. We have squats,
The deadlifts,
bench presses,
shoulder press.
we do back extensions.
When it comes to doing those conditioning exercises, I always laugh at her whenever I defeat her.
I've competed in 4 Commonwealth Games, 4 All-Africa Games, 4 African Championships, and in 1 Olympic Games. Natasha one day is going to be where I am. Natasha is a strong lady. I can say that. That's why I even thought that I should introduce her to the sport and motivate her and push her to be even better than me and become the top lifter in Kenya.
What makes me proud of my mom is that she stands out from the rest and she's a strong woman. I wanted to be a weightlifter because my mother, she inspired me always, and she told me from the first day that I can make it, I can do it.
My mom is an amazing person.
Janet es muy alegre, muy cariñosa.
Jeanette Castagnon and Rosario Vargas are a mother and daughter separated by a border. One living in San Diego and the other in Mexico.
I came from Mexico 2006 because I wanted to get another opportunities for my kids.
Cuando se fue, en sí no me despedí de ella. Pensé que iba a ser breve el que la volviera a ver.
I don't have the permission to cross the border, the line. From the last year and a half, I see my mom to the fence.
At the site of a binational park in San Diego, the U.S. Border Patrol allows families to meet. On the weekends, loved ones enter the park and walk directly up to the border, a steel fence. This gives families on both sides a rare opportunity to see and speak to each other.
Cuando veo el cerco, aparte de que me da tristeza, me da alegría porque voy a ver a mi hija.
You know, you're gonna see your mom, you're gonna see your family, but the fence only have a tiny holes. And my mom sometimes put the finger in the tiny hole, just a little touch it. Or sometimes I give you a kiss.
Está muy cerca y a la vez tan lejos.
Pero me he puesto tan mala, hija, quién sabe.
Ma, no pienses así, ma, por favor. Como siempre te digo, ma, te quiero mucho, ma.
On April 30th, for the third time ever, authorities agreed to open the door, allowing select families a brief moment to embrace. Each of them will only have 3 minutes.
Voy a estar No sé cómo me vaya a sentir al momento de que la pueda abrazar, de que pueda estar junto a ella.
Right now I feel so happy because I'm waiting so much this moment.
For the third time ever, we have the opportunity to have this door open.
I feel incredible. She was so happy. She was so sweet with me. She told me, I love you, Mommy. I love you so much. I love you. I love you.
Police say the shots came from one or more vehicles.
Over 1,200 shootings in the city so far this year.
It's time for someone to step up and stop some of this violence.
Inglewood is historically one of the worst neighborhoods in the city of Chicago and also in the entire United States of America. There have been children murdered while sleeping in their beds because bullets penetrated the walls while they were sleeping. Inglewood is generally a place where no one feels safe. What brought me to the corner of 75th and Stewart was a young lady was murdered. Her name was Lucille Barnes. She was 34, and she was a mother, and she was just trying to break up a fight, and she was killed in a drive-by. I didn't know her, but I was outraged. And I felt like at this point, if mothers are being murdered, something has to be done. What size is that? Some people thought that it was too dangerous to go and sit on a corner in a place where someone had just been murdered 3 days before. We went out, we put on pink t-shirts, and we went and sat on the corner. We got some hot dogs and we fed people. We talked to people. More importantly, we gave out a lot of hugs. So we got together, these moms who had the time and who had the passion for it. And I felt that, you know, being there and being a present and having eyes on the street and eyes on the children, that it would interrupt and it would prevent a lot of stuff that could potentially happen. While you're doing that, you're playing a game with a kid that you may never get to play with. We want them to grow up together so that when they're older, they're not enemies and they're not targets of one another. They're not shooting or killing each other. Since we posted up on the corner of 75th and Stewart, there have been no shootings on that block. No shootings, no murders. There hasn't even been as much as a fist fight. There's a sense of hope that they didn't have before, all because we're mothers, and you don't want to underestimate the power of the mother.
Mother's Day, the one day a year where people all over the world pay tribute to mom, mama, mum, or ma. But how did it all begin? Enter Anna Jarvis, the founder of Mother's Day, who came to despise her own holiday. Anna Jarvis really, really loved her mother.
Her mother dies in 1905. And in 1907, she really starts this campaign that we need to have a day in honor of what mothers do.
That's Dr. Catherine Anzolini. She's an historian and wrote a book about Anna.
She always identified herself as Anna Jarvis, the founder of Mother's Day.
And in 1914, after 6 years in state-by-state campaigning, Jarvis's dream came true. President Woodrow Wilson officially designated the second Sunday of May as Mother's Day. Hooray! Right? Jarvis felt Wilson was taking credit for her efforts, and he wasn't the only source of her ire.
Anna had a really wonderful enemies list. She was mad at the candy industry, and she was mad at the floor industry, and she was mad at all these charities.
She also turned on some of her early allies, including John Wanamaker, a business tycoon who saw a commercial opportunity in Mother's Day. He started putting the holiday on everything, even dishes at his restaurant. Jarvis did not approve.
She ordered this Mother's Day salad, and once the salad arrived, Mrs. Jarvis just dumped it on the floor and walked out. That was not what the day was supposed to be.
What exactly was the day supposed to be?
So it really wasn't meant to be go out, rush out and buy all these flowers and greeting cards and candy and gifts. It was just go home and spend the day with your mother. That's all she wants.
I wonder what Anna Jarvis would say about the way Mother's Day is celebrated today.
She would still be defending it against commercialization. We celebrate this holiday in ways that she doesn't think we should.
Hear that, people? Don't forget about Anna Jarvis, the mother of Mother's Day. And please, send your mom a card.
For her, a greeting card would be insincere. It would be cheap. It would be lazy. If you can't go home, then, write a letter to her. Don't just send a card.
Got it. Write your mom a handwritten letter. She deserves it. Don't you think?
It is the ultimate eternal tribute to your first love, your mom. The I Love Mom heart tattoo, iconic and beloved. The history of the mom-centric tribute dates back to the 1700s, when sailors were at the forefront of tattoo culture. Picture this: you're staring down a long stint at sea, possibly to never return home. These said sailors often wanted to keep their loved ones close, and what could be any closer than a heart on your arm? This heart could symbolize the heart of a girlfriend, a wife, or mom. It is even said that mom can symbolize a love of country, the motherland, if you will. But nothing says I love mom like this guy, Norman Collins, aka Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry is the man who popularized and polarized the I Love Mom tattoo, amongst many others. Nowadays, I Love Mom tattoos are as popular as ever, amongst those in the service and civilians. Though the imagery has changed a bit, the heartfelt sentiment remains the same. We love you, Mom.